Now in a further continuance of saving data to in Android, we have already seen how we can take preferences from the user and use the preference API to save to the files by the preference API. Now the second option, in case we finally don't want to rely on using the preference API, we can use the age-old system of writing and reading from the file system. Now we got two options to save data to files. One is the internal file system and second is the SD card. So first we'll see how we can read write to the internal file system. I'll create a simple layout file with two text fields, one through which the user can enter the data, and in the second we can load the data from that file to which we have already written data to. I'll say IO file. Okay. So I'll put on two text fields, one to enter the data and the second to show up any remarks regarding writing, and secondly we can also show up the data which we read from the file. And then I can enter two buttons, one is to save file and second is to load data from the file. So I'll have save to file and I'll say Android on click save file, and then we'll have load from file and I'll say on click load file. So this is all we have in the XML file, and then now we'll create a class for this. I'll say IO file. So I'll extend this by activity. And then I'll load up the on create. On create. Set up the content view. IO file. Yeah. So now what we'll do is we'll take up the data from the text fields. I'll just obtain the references to those. Edit text, find view by id r dot id dot edit text 1. Edit text 2, yeah. There's a bracket here. So we got linked up everything, and now we need to write our methods for the on click events. So public void save file. Just check up whether this was the method we linked with the on click save file. And another we have is load file. So this is how we start off with saving the data to the file. Now first of all, I'll take up the data entered by the user in the text field, get text, got toString. So we got what we need to write to the file. So now we need to open up a stream to the file. I'll say file output stream FOS is equal to open file output, and I'll name the file, say my data.txt, and set up some mode. So I'll say mode word readable. So we need to add exception handling to this. So I'll add try and catch, and within the catch I'll send the message for any error to my other text field, ep.toString, and this finish. So I have set up the try and catch and sent the message to the other text field in case there is any error while we are reading and writing data from the file. So now what I can do is I can build up a buffered writer on this file output stream, buffered writer, and since this is character stream whereas file output stream is byte stream, I need a converter. I'll use output stream writer and I can pass FOS to this. So let us see what we have done. Just import these two. So this FOS is in the byte stream, whereas output stream writer, buffer writer, buffer writer is a stream in the character stream. So we need a converter which we have in the form of output stream writer. So we have converted the byte stream to the character stream, and I can now write my data right away using write method, and then I can close my stream. So this is all we need to write to any file on the internal file system, and I can write a message to my text field that data has been written. So this goes off. So let us first try to write a file, and then we'll load the data from the file to the text field. So I'll just add this Java file to the manifest file, IO file, save this, and now run this file. There's another emulator coming.